In the heart of Central America, cradled between the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea, lies a nation defined by fire and water. It is a land of colossal volcanoes and vast lakes, of dense tropical forests and sun-drenched coastlines, a place where colonial cities dream in pastel colors and rural life moves to a rhythm set by the sun and the seasons. This is Nicaragua. From above, it reveals itself as a landscape of dramatic, elemental power. A chain of volcanoes, some slumbering, others breathing smoke, forms a rugged spine down its Pacific flank. This is the source of the land's immense fertility, the rich, dark soil that has sustained its people for millennia. To the east, the great expanse of Lake Nicaragua, so large it has its own horizon and its own freshwater sharks, feels more like an inland ocean. This is a land of profound natural beauty, yet it remains one of the region's quieter, less traveled corners, a place often understood through the narrow lens of history rather than the broad scope of its daily life. To look closer is to discover a nation of immense warmth and complexity, a society that has weathered storms, both literal and metaphorical, and has done so with a spirit of unyielding resilience. This is a story not of headlines, but of daily life, a story of connection to the volcanic earth, to the vibrant culture, and most importantly, to the communities that form the very bedrock of its existence. This is the story of the quiet rhythm of life in Nicaragua. Life in Nicaragua is governed by a rhythm that is both gentle and deeply ingrained. It is a pace dictated not by the clock, but by the arc of the sun across the tropical sky. The day begins early, in the cool, soft light of dawn, long before the heat of midday settles in. In the cities and towns, the morning is a time of quiet, purposeful activity. The air fills with the scent of freshly brewed coffee, a source of national pride, and the sound of tortillas being patted into shape by hand, a rhythmic clap that is the heartbeat of the Nicaraguan kitchen. The metallic scrape of a shop's security gate rolling up, the crow of a rooster that pays no mind to city limits, the low murmur of neighbors exchanging greetings over a garden wall. These are the sounds of a nation waking up. In the rural villages, the day starts even earlier. A farmer in the northern highlands of Matagalpa is in his fields at first light, the mist still clinging to the coffee plants. A fisherman on the shores of Lake Nicaragua is already mending his nets, his gaze fixed on the water, reading its moods as his ancestors did for centuries. This profound connection to the natural world, to the cycles of planting and harvest, of rain and sun, has cultivated a national character of immense patience, a quiet pragmatism, and a deep-seated understanding that life is best lived in harmony with the world around you. The nation is home to just over 6 million people, and this relatively small population fosters an atmosphere of pervasive community. In the barrios, the local neighborhoods, life is lived out in the open. Doors are often left open to catch a breeze, and neighbors are an extension of family. Children play freely in the streets under the watchful eyes of the entire community. The morning trip to the local pulperia, a small family-run corner store, is more than an errand. It is a social ritual, a chance to catch up on the news, to share a piece of gossip, to ask after a neighbor's health. Life moves at a human pace, unhurried, relational, and deeply rooted in community. Daily life in Nicaragua is anchored in the steadfast culture of family and community. The family unit is the undisputed cornerstone of society. it is not uncommon for 3 generations to live under one roof, creating a powerful and resilient support network that is the first line of defense against life's challenges. The grandmother, the abuela, is often the revered heart of the household, the keeper of recipes and family history. Aunts and uncles are like second parents, and cousins grow up as close as siblings. This multi-generational structure creates a constant, living link to the past and a deep sense of continuity. Homes are sanctuaries of activity and conversation, places where the bonds of kinship are constantly reinforced. They are places of immense hospitality, where a visitor is always greeted with a warm welcome and the offer of a cup of coffee or a glass of fresh fruit juice. This inherent closeness fosters a powerful sense of collective spirit. When a family celebrates a birth or a wedding, the entire neighborhood celebrates with them. When a family faces hardship, the community instinctively rallies to offer support, whether it's a shared meal, a helping hand with a repair, or simply the comfort of presence. There is a deeply ingrained, unspoken understanding that burdens are lighter when they are shared, and joys are greater when they are multiplied. This interdependence is not a choice. It is the fundamental organizing principle of social life. The local market, the mercado, is the vibrant heart of every town. It is a kaleidoscope of color, sound, and scent, a place that is as much a social hub as it is a center of commerce. Here, amidst the pyramids of mangoes and papayas, the sacks of rice and beans, and the stalls selling everything from handmade leather goods to traditional remedies, the life of the community unfolds. It is where friendships are maintained, where news is exchanged, and where the pulse of the local economy can be felt. It is a place where the relationship between producer and consumer is direct and personal, a daily reaffirmation of the bonds that hold the community together. Tradition in Nicaragua is not a relic of the past. It is a living, breathing force that shapes the present. The culture is a rich tapestry woven from 2 main threads: the heritage of the indigenous peoples who have inhabited this land for thousands of years, and the legacy of Spanish colonization. This blend is visible everywhere, in the language, the food, the architecture, and the faith. The Spanish language is spoken with a unique Nicaraguan cadence, peppered with words and phrases that have their roots in indigenous tongues. This linguistic blend is a reflection of a deeper cultural fusion. The national instrument, the marimba with its resonant wooden keys, provides the soundtrack to daily life, its melodies echoing through city plazas and village festivals. The music is often accompanied by traditional folk dances like the Gueguensi, a satirical drama that uses masks and dance to tell a story of colonial resistance. It's a masterpiece of street theater, a clever and humorous assertion of indigenous identity in the face of colonial power, and its performance is a source of immense national pride. Religion, predominantly Catholicism, plays a central role in the lives of many Nicaraguans. But it is a faith that is deeply intertwined with indigenous beliefs and local traditions. Every town has its patron saint, and the annual celebrations in their honor are the most important events of the year. These festivals, or fiestas patronales, are vibrant, exuberant affairs that can last for days. They are a blend of solemn religious processions, boisterous parades, traditional music, fireworks, and shared community feasts. It is a time when the sacred and the secular merge, a powerful expression of a faith that is both deeply personal and intensely communal. There is a quiet but immense pride in this cultural heritage. It is a pride born of a history of struggle, and perseverance. It is visible in the careful preservation of the colonial architecture of cities like Granada and León, in the continuation of artisanal traditions like the pottery of San Juan de Oriente, and in the enduring power of the nation's poets and writers. Nicaragua is known as a land of poets, the birthplace of Rubén Darío, the father of the Modernismo literary movement. This deep love for the written and spoken word permeates the culture, fostering a unique appreciation for eloquence and artistry. It is a vibrant, personal expression of a culture that has steadfastly maintained its unique character against the currents of history. The economy of Nicaragua is deeply rooted in the land. For centuries, agriculture has been the backbone of the nation, and the rhythm of farming life still dictates the pace in much of the country. The volcanic soil, rich and fertile, yields a bounty of crops. Coffee is king, particularly in the northern highlands of Matagalpa and Jinotiga. The high-altitude, shade-grown beans are prized for their quality and are the country's most important export. The life of a coffee farmer is one of patience and precision. The plants are nurtured under the canopy of native trees, a method that protects the environment and produces a more complex flavor. The annual coffee harvest is a massive undertaking, drawing in seasonal workers from across the region and providing a vital source of income for thousands of families. Beyond coffee, the land produces sugarcane, bananas, corn, and beans, the staples of the national diet. In the region around Esteli, rich dark tobacco leaves are grown, destined to be hand-rolled into world-renowned cigars. Cattle ranching is also widespread, particularly in the Central Plains. In many rural areas, farming is still a small-scale, family affair. A farmer works his small plot of land, or parcella, using traditional methods passed down through generations, his life governed by the timeless cycle of planting and harvesting. The informal economy plays a huge role in daily life. In the cities and towns, the streets are alive with entrepreneurial energy. You will see vendors selling everything from fresh fruit and grilled meats to mobile phone accessories and lottery tickets. A woman might set up a small stand in front of her home to sell refrescos, fresh fruit drinks to passers-by. A man with a bicycle might offer a sharpening service for knives and tools, his distinctive whistle a familiar sound in the neighborhood. Small, family-owned businesses, a tailor shop, a small restaurant, a mechanic's workshop, are the lifeblood of local economies. This is a culture of making do, of finding a way to provide for one's family with ingenuity and hard work. In recent years, tourism has become an increasingly important sector. Visitors are drawn to Nicaragua's natural beauty, its volcanoes, beaches, and colonial cities. This has brought new opportunities, particularly to places like the surf town of San Juan del Sur or the tranquil Ometepe Island. Small, locally owned hotels, restaurants, and tour companies have emerged, creating jobs and providing a new source of income. Yet the nation faces significant economic challenges, and for many, life remains a daily struggle. It is a reality that has fostered a remarkable resilience and a deep appreciation for the non-material wealth of family and community. Nicaraguan food is a direct and honest reflection of its landscape and its history, simple, hearty, and deeply connected to the land. The cuisine is built around a few core ingredients that have sustained the population for centuries. Corn or maize is sacred, the foundation of the diet. It is used to make tortillas, the essential accompaniment to every meal, as well as the complex and beloved nacatamal, a large tamale filled with meat, vegetables, and rice, wrapped in a plantain leaf and slow-steamed for hours. It is a celebratory dish, a labor of love often prepared for Sunday family gatherings. The undisputed national dish, the heart and soul of Nicaraguan cuisine, is gallo pinto. The name translates to spotted rooster, a poetic description of its appearance. It is a simple, humble, and delicious mixture of red beans and rice, fried together with onions and peppers. It is eaten for breakfast, often with eggs and a piece of salty cheese. It is eaten for lunch, and it is eaten for dinner. It is more than just a meal. It is a symbol of national identity, a taste of home that unites Nicaraguans from all walks of life. Plantains are another essential staple, used in a myriad of ways. Green plantains are fried into crispy tostones, while ripe, sweet plantains are fried to a soft, caramelized perfection. Meats, typically beef, chicken, or pork, are often grilled over an open flame at a street-side fritanga, or slow-stewed in rich, flavorful sauces like Indio Viejo, a thick, savory stew made with shredded meat and corn masa. A classic dish is vigorón, a plate of boiled yuca topped with crispy pork rinds and a tangy cabbage slaw, a popular and satisfying street food often found in the Plaza of Granada. While restaurants in the cities offer a growing variety of options, the heart of Nicaraguan food culture remains firmly in the home. Cooking is a communal act, a skill passed down from mother to daughter. A shared family meal, featuring dishes that have been prepared with care using fresh local ingredients, remains the most important ritual of the day. It is a time to connect, to share stories, and to savor the simple, authentic flavors of the land. To truly understand Nicaragua is to understand its nature. The landscape is not a passive backdrop. It is an active, powerful force, a constant and awe-inspiring presence in daily life. The country is famously known as the land of lakes and volcanoes, and these two elements define its geography and its character. The chain of volcanoes that runs parallel to the Pacific coast offers both breathtaking beauty and a constant reminder of the Earth's power. Hiking to the summit of a volcano, like Mombacho with its cloud forest ecosystem, or Concepcion on Ometepe Island, is a national pastime, a way to connect with the raw, untamed energy of the land. The Great Lakes, Managua, and Nicaragua dominate the country's interior. Lake Nicaragua, the largest in Central America, is a vast freshwater ecosystem, home to hundreds of small islands, the isletas, formed by an ancient volcanic eruption. Life on the lake moves at a different pace, a tranquil rhythm dictated by the water. Fishermen in small wooden boats or pangas head out at dawn, their silhouettes dark against the rising sun. The country's two coastlines offer a study in contrasts. The Pacific coast is known for its dramatic volcanic sand beaches and world-class surf breaks. The Caribbean coast, more remote and culturally distinct, is a world of turquoise waters, coral reefs, and a laid-back Creole culture, exemplified by the idyllic Corn Islands. Between the coasts lie vast tracts of tropical forest, wetlands, and agricultural plains, home to an incredible biodiversity. The sound of howler monkeys is a common dawn chorus, and the flash of a toucan's beak is a vibrant splash of color in the green canopy. This diverse environment has shaped the lifestyle of the people. Life is lived outdoors, in deep, abiding appreciation of a natural world that is at once beautiful, powerful, and ever-present. For all its rural landscapes and traditional rhythms, Nicaragua is a nation in motion. A network of roads connects the major cities and towns, but the nature of travel varies greatly between urban and rural areas. In the capital city of Managua, modern cars and a growing number of motorcycles navigate a sprawling, decentralized city. But for the majority of Nicaraguans, public transportation is the lifeline. The most iconic and ubiquitous form of travel is the chicken bus. These former North American school buses are given a second life in Nicaragua. They are repaired, reinforced, and decorated in a riot of bright colors, chrome, and religious imagery, each one a unique work of folk art. A journey on a chicken bus is an immersive cultural experience, crowded, loud with the sounds of cumbia music, and filled with the energy of everyday life, with vendors hopping on and off to sell snacks and drinks. It is a testament to Nicaraguan ingenuity and the art of making something old and discarded into something new, vibrant, and essential. In the towns, bicycle taxis or cyclo-taxis offer a slower, more personal way to get around. On the lakes and rivers, water taxis and ferries are the essential links between communities. This blend of modern and traditional transport is a defining characteristic of Nicaraguan life. It is entirely possible to see a farmer on horseback sharing the road with a modern SUV, or a horse-drawn cart waiting patiently at a traffic light. This juxtaposition is a visual metaphor for the country itself, a place where the past and the present coexist, where tradition and progress travel side by side down the same road. For the young people of Nicaragua, growing up here offers a unique blend of deep-rooted tradition and the pull of a modern, interconnected world. Education is seen as the primary path to a better future, and families make great sacrifices to ensure their children can attend school. The school day, with its crisp uniforms and structured routine, is a central part of childhood. However, for higher education and greater economic opportunities, many young people must leave their rural homes. They move to the larger cities like Managua, León, or Granada to attend university or to find work. This migration is a modern rite of passage. It is a chance to experience a different way of life, to gain new skills, and to broaden their horizons. The youth are increasingly connected to the wider world through social media and technology, dreaming of possibilities that might have been unimaginable to their parents' generation. But the pull of home, of family, and of the local community remains incredibly strong. Many maintain a deep connection to their home villages, returning for holidays, festivals, and family events. They are often caught in a delicate balancing act, embracing the opportunities of the modern world while holding on to the values and traditions they were raised with. The great challenge for Nicaragua is to create enough diverse and rewarding opportunities to allow its young, educated population to thrive at home. It is a continuous effort to build a future where the next generation can find fulfilling work and build their lives in the communities that raise them, ensuring that the vibrant tapestry of Nicaraguan society continues to evolve and strengthen. The rhythm of day and night in Nicaragua is a study in beautiful contrasts, a shift from the vibrant energy of work to the quiet intimacy of home and community. The daytime is defined by the heat and the light. It is a time for work, for commerce, for tending to the practical tasks of life. The streets are alive with activity, the markets are bustling, and the fields are being worked. The energy is focused and productive, a reflection of a society built on hard work and the necessity of making the most of the daylight hours. As evening descends, a different energy takes hold. The fierce heat of the day subsides, replaced by a soft, warm twilight. Life turns inward, towards family and neighborhood. This is the time of the paseo, the evening stroll. In towns across the country, the central plaza comes to life. Families gather, children play, and young couples walk hand in hand. The air fills with the smell of grilled meat from food stalls and the sweet scent of churros. It is a time for socializing, for relaxing, for simply enjoying the cool of the evening. In the homes, families gather for the evening meal. Afterwards, it is common to see people sitting in rocking chairs on their porches or on the sidewalks in front of their houses, chatting with neighbors, watching the world go by. The nights are generally quiet, especially in the smaller towns and rural areas. The sounds are of the natural world, the chirping of insects, the distant bark of a dog, and the murmur of conversation. It is in this shared, nightly calm that the bonds of family and community are reaffirmed, ready for the new day. Life in this beautiful and complex corner of the world is not without its significant challenges. Nicaragua is one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere, and economic hardship is a daily reality for a large portion of the population. Access to quality healthcare, education, and public services can be limited, particularly in remote rural areas. The infrastructure, while improving, still faces significant limitations. The country has also endured a turbulent political history, and periods of instability have left deep scars and created ongoing challenges for its people. The landscape itself, for all its beauty, can be unforgiving. Its position on a tectonic fault line makes it vulnerable to earthquakes, and its location in the tropics makes it susceptible to hurricanes and severe storms. This history of struggle has forged a spirit of resilience that is one of the most defining characteristics of the Nicaraguan people. It is a resilience born not just of endurance, but of an active, creative, and communal approach to problem solving. There is also the constant, complex challenge of balancing development with preservation. How does a nation create economic opportunities for its people without compromising the pristine natural environments that are its greatest treasure? How does it maintain its unique cultural identity in an age of increasing globalization? These are the vital questions that the Nicaraguan people grapple with, thoughtfully and with a deep sense of collective responsibility for the future of their nation. So why do people choose to stay? Why, in a world of seemingly limitless options and in the face of significant challenges, do they remain rooted in this small, Central American nation? The answers are as varied as the individuals themselves, but they often circle back to the same core, fundamental themes. They stay for the profound, unshakable sense of family, for the deep bonds of kinship that provide a safety net of love and support that transcends material wealth. They stay for the community, for the feeling of belonging to a place where people genuinely know and care for one another, where life is shared. They stay for the peace that can be found in the slower rhythm of life, for the pervasive quiet of the countryside that allows for a deeper connection to the natural world. In a world that often feels rushed and anonymous, Nicaragua offers a rare and precious sense of belonging. And above all, they stay for the unbreakable connection to home, to a land that is not just a place on a map, but an integral part of their identity. It is a connection that is forged in the volcanic soil, in the warm waters of the lakes, and in the shared collective memory of a people who have never lost their spirit. It is the feeling of having roots that run as deep as the ancient volcanoes themselves. Nicaragua exists in a delicate and enduring balance between a turbulent past and a hopeful future, between the raw power of its nature and the profound warmth of its people, between the challenges of today and the resilience that will meet tomorrow. It is a place shaped by volcanoes, by history, and by a quiet, unyielding strength that resides in its communities. Here, life is measured not in wealth or grand events, but in the steady, dependable rhythm of the seasons, in the warmth of a shared meal, in the comfort of family, and in the simple, profound beauty of the everyday. It is a living testament to the idea that in a world that is constantly changing, there is a deep and lasting power in a life that is grounded in community, in culture, and in the quiet, timeless rhythm of the land.